Good afternoon. So today I am discussing with rate analysis, and in that particularly the building burnt brick masonry of 10 m cube. So how to do the rate analysis for this particular aspect. Now coming to rate analysis. Now whenever we are doing rate analysis, so first thing is the cost which we are incurring is nothing but the material cost. Then we need to incur with the labor cost. Then after that this any additional charges such as water charges, and then if contractor profit. So these are the four things that will come into consideration whenever we are doing the rate analysis. Now first, this when I am talking, that is a burnt brick masonry for 10 m cube, the major ingredients which are involved are, first one is nothing but this cement, then we have fine aggregate, right, and then water, right. These are the main ingredients for the motor part is concerned, and then we have the bricks which are to be considered for doing the rate analysis. So as we know that we are focusing on 10 m cube, so therefore first thing is total volume of BBM. So this is nothing but what, how much, 10 m cube. Now the size of the bricks has to be considered. So first, nominal size of the brick, nominal size of bricks. So when I am considering for brick masonry, so generally nominal size of the brick including the mortar will be 0.1 by 0.1 by 0.2, all are in meters. So this is nothing but the nominal size of the bricks. Therefore total bricks required, this will be equal to, as we know that we are doing for 10 m cube, this upon 0.1 into 0.1 into 0.2, this comes out to be 5000 number of bricks are required when I am going for 10 m cube of the brick. But I need to focus on what is the actual size of the brick. Actual size of the bricks, what modular bricks what we get. So this is of the size 0.09, 0.09 by 0.19, all are in meters. This is the actual size of the bricks which are available in the market. So the remaining space whatever is there, that is filled by mortar whenever I am considering for burnt brick masonry. Therefore remaining space, this is equal to remaining space is equal to 10 minus of 5000 into 0.09 into 0.09 into 0.19. So this is nothing but, if you calculate this comes out to be 2.3 m cube. Now this 2.3 m cube is nothing but the brick mortar which is required for this 10 m cube of the brick mortar. Now whenever you are considering mortar, you need to consider additional consideration for frog filling as well as bonding and wastages. So for this addition mortar to be considered for frog filling, bonding and wastages. Is equal to 15%. So therefore this will be equal to 2.3 plus 15 by 100 into 2.3. So this comes out to be 2.64 m cube. This much amount of motor is required when I am considering for the motor. So this is nothing but 2.64 of wet volume, wet motor is required, wet motor, this is equal to how much, 2.64 m3. But as we know that we need to consider first the dry mix and then only the motor is produced. Therefore, for dry motor, 25% additional material is considered, right. So whenever you are considering for motor, additional material is considered as 25 to 30%, and when you are considering for concrete, so 50 to 55% is considered. Therefore, volume of dry motor required, volume of dry motor required. So this is equal to, volume of dry motor is equal to 2.64 plus 25%, in the sense 25 by 100 of 2.64. So this, if you calculate, this comes out to be 3.3 m cube. 3.3 m cube of the dry motor is required when you are considering it for, say, motor, for motor for bricks. Now what is the proportion? In the question, the proportion given was BBM of 1:6 proportion. Therefore, cement content, now cement content is equal to how much? How do you calculate cement content? This is 1 upon 1 plus 6 into the dry motor what is required. So this is 3.3. This comes out to be 0.47 m cube. Now by thumb rule we know that 1 m cube of cement is equal to 30 bags of cement of 50 kg, 30 bags of cement. Now as we know, only we require how many? 0.47. Therefore, number of bags required for 0.47 m cube, this is equal to 0.47 upon 0.0347. This is for each bag. So this comes out to be 13.54 bags of cement are required for the 10 m cube of motor. Now once cement content is calculated, next is nothing but the sand content. So this is 6 upon 1 plus 6 into 3.3. So this comes out to be 2.82 m cube. This much of sand is required. Now at last we need to prepare the chart for the materials which is required. So I will prepare that. First I will give it as particulars, then after particulars we have quantity, after quantity we have the rates, then the cost or amount, right. So particularly first is nothing but the bricks. Now bricks, how many we require? 5000. Now generally now the rate is suppose 7 rupees. So this comes out to be 35,000. Now after bricks we require cement. So as it is 13.4, I am considering it as 14. Now approximately 380 rupees if I am considering, and this comes out to be 5320. Next, sand. So sand is 2.82 m cube is required. So considering 400 per m cube, this comes out to be 1128. This cost is in rupees, this is in rupees, and quantity is either in number or m cube, right. Now sand is done. So these are the three major ingredients for the BBM motor. Now coming to next part is nothing but the labor charges. So when I am looking in for labor charges, when I am looking for labor charges, so for this I require a head mason, then we have mason, then we have mazdoor, then we have bishti. Now here these masons and labor, this depends upon their turnout, or this is called as task run. Now head mason required are 2 and the rate for them is 700 rupees nowadays. So this comes out to be 1400. Now mason I required 6, their rate is up to 500, so this comes out to be 3000. Then mazdoor up to 16 I require, so their rates is 400, 6400. Then bishti I require 8 and I am considering amount there for them as 300 per day. So this is 2400. Now when you add all these, the cost whatever are incurred, this comes out to be 44,648 rupees. So this is nothing but the total cost now. Now to this, the last two charges that can be added are, first is nothing but the water charges. Now water charges 1.5% to 3% they are considering, so I am considering it as 1.5%. So this is 1.5 upon 100 into 44,648 rupees. So this comes out to be 669.72. And to this, contractors profit also need to be considered, contractors profit. So I am considering it as 10%. So this will be equal to 10 by 100 into 44,648, right. So this comes out to be 4464.8. Now I am adding this 1, this as 2 and this as 3. The total cost for this 10 m cube of brick masonry, this will be the summation of 1, 2 and 3. So this comes out to be, total is equal to 49,782.52. This is the total amount that is required for the casting of this 10 m cube of the brick masonry, right. Thank you.